You realize as an Indian Jewish comedian, the Venn diagram is just me. Alright, Novato likes math, very nice. You guys. But that does bring up a lot of questions from people here, and I tell them I'm from India, raised Jewish. Questions like, really? Are you really Jewish? What are they expecting me to say? Oh no, you got me. You are so good at identifying people just by looking at them. You must be Columbus. Thank you, that is an Indian joke. The other question I get a lot, are both your parents Jewish? No. My father is a Christian and my mother is a Muslim, and they hated each other so much, they raised me Jewish. I also realized you guys take turns clapping, not everybody claps together. If I can get each of you to applaud once through the night, I'll consider that an applause break, okay? So, thank you. You're clapping for yourselves, very nice, very nice. As you can also tell, I still live overseas, East Bay. Yeah, that's a literal joke, thank you. I used to live in Fremont because, obviously, used to live in Fremont, but then my marriage went wayward, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, I now live in Hayward. That's the most applause Hayward has ever gotten in its existence. Thank you, Novato. You guys are nice. I discovered that Hayward has now become the land of single Asian dads. Sad for short. Because I moved there in the pandemic. We were one of those pandemic breakups. I moved there, I bought a townhome. I wanted to rent the downstairs. Half the applications I received were other Asian dads from Fremont, whose marriage also went wayward. So they were also moving to Hayward. I was like, welcome to the land of my people! Has anyone here been to Hayward? Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of people. It almost sounds like you all grew up in Hayward, did better in life, and made it to Novato. I don't know if you saw this. When I moved there, I saw these signs all over the city that says, Hayward, no room for racism. Which to me sounds like Hayward is so full of racists that there is no room for racism. Dude, what did I get myself into? I should go back to Fremont, they still have some room for racism. Probably why Fremont keeps getting voted as one of the happiest cities in America every year. You guys know this? Every year, one of the happiest cities in America, because they figured it out. In America, to be happy, you need some room for racism, everybody. So, they nailed it down. This is also my favorite part of the week. I love talking to an audience. I don't know why. Audiences like to talk to me too. Sometimes during the show, but usually afterwards, they'll give me some feedback. Yeah. You know, tell me things like, go back to where you come from.
Back to Fremont?
Which my friends also think is racist, and I'm like, dude, at least that person is a considerate racist. I will explain. I know that I look ambiguous unless I tell them where I'm from. They're not sure where I'm from. So they're like, hey, I don't like you, and I want you to go back. But I don't want you to go back to the wrong country and get into trouble. You know where you're from? Just go back to where you come from. Be safe in your own country. That is one considered racist. I like this guy. Also that phrase, go back to where you come from, it's a very American experience for me. Only heard it in America. Because I grew up in India, which like America is also a melting pot of the world where people from around the world have lived together for centuries. But unlike America, in India, you can argue and disagree with anybody on anything. Nobody ever tells you to go back to where you come from. Yeah, in India, they tell you to go to Pakistan. The same shit everywhere. Welcome to planet Earth. And I'm glad you guys are laughing. One time I told that joke. There was an Indian couple sitting in the front like you guys are. And while the audience was laughing, they started discussing. I was like, what are you guys discussing? They go, oh, we are from Pakistan. And I was like, well, in that case, where do people in Pakistan tell you to go when they don't like your jokes? Because I'm genuinely curious, okay? I want to go to every single country in the world and tell a joke that is offensive to that country. Just to see where they send you next. Call it the Offensive Joke World Comedy Tour. Kicking off in Novato. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Tony was talking about the one-man show I'm doing. I'm actually doing a tour starting in September. The closest I can think of is San Francisco, if you guys are adventurous, but Hayward, so you can make it to SF. Doing shows in SF, South Bay, East Bay, Sacramento. It's called the Mahatma Moses Comedy Tour. The Mahatma comes from Mahatma Gandhi, the most popular Indian. Moses comes from the movie 10 Commandments. The most popular Jewish character, thanks to Charlton Heston. That's my website. And if you forget it by the end of the night, just go home and Google Indian Jewish comedian. There's only one in the world. You will find my website and the show schedule. Hopefully I'll see you at the show. But before I go, I do have one last thing to share. Actually, one short quick thing before I do. I was driving here, I was listening to radio, I heard this song. It's an old classic by Joe Cocker, which goes, you are so beautiful to me. You guys know this song?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all of you do. I just heard it for the first time. Beautiful song, but why does he say to me? I think he should have stopped at you are so beautiful. That is nice. Putting to me at the end sounds like she has a really good personality. Look, I don't want any of you walk up to me at the end of the night and be like, oh, Samson, you are so funny to me. I will leave you with one last thing. I also find it very confusing that the cross is the symbol of Christianity. Because I see one everywhere. There are crosses put up on every single church. There are crosses put up across towns in America. And I find it confusing because Christians also believe in the second coming of Jesus. I'm like, dude, if you want Jesus to come back, don't put up empty crosses everywhere. That doesn't look like an invitation. That looks like a threat. So what do you think? Hey, Jesus, welcome back. You see that empty cross? You know what's missing up there? Look, all I'm saying is, if you really want Jesus to come back, burn those crosses. Come on, this is America. We know how to do it, right? Do you guys think maybe, just maybe, that was the whole agenda of the KKK all along? We just misunderstood them. Oh, is that where the line was? Novato? Because look, I know every comedy show there is a line the comedian is not supposed to cross, and you guys were very clear at that point. You were like, hey buddy, that was the line, you just crossed it. Why don't you go back to where you came from? Like, okay. Thanks for the feedback. And for the few of you who laughed, I will see you in hell. Yeah. Listen, you guys have been an absolutely fantastic audience to me. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.